give us an elevator pitch. What is Shieldmaker really about? In one breath.
Yes, so Shieldmaker, the movie that I created, is about a group of artificial intelligence researchers having a disagreement about whether one person and one person's life could teach a personalized medical algorithm that could save millions of lives. And this group rejects the idea, and the person who came up with the idea leaves and moves forward with it and harvests the medical data of a young man who he has been spying on for 10 years and steal medical data from, up until a point when the president's young daughter is newly diagnosed with a condition, and this new algorithm could be used to help her and save her. So the question that the movie and the story raises is that whether a violation can become an actual gift to humanity.
Thank you, Patrick. The story puts a presidential family at the center of a deeply intimate medical crisis. Why make those personal stakes so public?
Yes. So I want to put the presidential family in the United States to be the center of the attention because I believe that they are people too. And much like they are people, we are people too. And we have all our challenges. And sometimes these are unspoken challenges. So we don't know what kind of challenges the president is going through that she or he is not speaking about currently. And I imagined, what if their family were to have a medical challenge and this could not be made public, but up until the solution. And once the solution is ready, they can move to the stage where they are public about this announcement and public about this medical status. So I think it's an interesting moral dilemma whether to expose yourself, even if you're the leader of the country, to being some sort of in a weak position, should I say, that you yourself as a person and your family as a group of people who can have their own challenges uh, in the realm of health.
Thanks, Patrick. In your story, Dave Rockefeller is one of those protagonists who genuinely believes he's a hero, he's doing the right thing, and believes he's in his own story. How did you build him? Was there a real world figure, or maybe it's your philosophy that sparked his character and created him?
Yes, so Dave Rockefeller is the antagonist of the story, and I put him at the center of the attention as well because I like hypothesized what would happen if the secret identity of the creator of Bitcoin would remain secret, but had he had a health condition as well and wanted to use part of his wealth to make sure that this health condition gets managed and bettered and solved eventually. And I wanted to make sure that this not only remains a hypothesis, but sort of a story that I imagine, a fantasy that made into a realm of fiction.
One of the most devastating lines in the piece is, "I don't want to be just a number." Uh, did that came from something personal for you, or from your research with people living chronic conditions?
Yes, so I myself have a health condition, and sometimes you are, in your beliefs, you can reduce yourself down to like a milligram or a millimole. And if it's not the right number, then you can be perceiving your life as if this is going haywire and off the rails. And I wanted to counter that notion that somebody is more than just a number. Somebody is a human being who has a full human experience. And I wanted to make sure that that human experience gets contrasted with the sheer numerical value of just a number.
In protagonist's speech, in Patrick's Hartwell embassy speech, he says, "Hope becomes history." Why this phrase matters?
Yes, so I wrote a scene in part of the movie where there is a meeting at the American Embassy in Budapest where there's a speech, and our protagonist, Hartwell, is giving the speech. And he says, "Hope becomes history." And this is a message built inside of the core of the speech because I believe you envisioning the future in a hopeful way, in a positive way, can make itself manifest in the way that it becomes history for some, for you and for others, and that becomes a great history. Not only once it was a great future, but it becomes a great history for all.
You've done a lot of research into the making the science look real. Uh, is it something from sci-fi, or you really went and asked people and do a lot of research for this?
Yeah, I have a physics background, so I wanted to experiment with some of the details that I put forward in this idea. And I created an imaginary device, which is in the form of an earring that is powered by the heat of the body. And this earring may be a solution to a health condition that the peasant's young daughter has. And so I want to make sure that the physics works out. And so I, did some double checking, did some like, is it possible? Is it feasible? And so yeah, so I dedicated like a couple of days to like checking this if this could work.
Jay-Z appears three times in the soundtrack alongside original music such as Peter's Benz's The Phantom of Vienna. What is your philosophy on using needle drops versus score to control tone in a script like this? What is your philosophy on using music
Yes.
in
So
your
I think
picture?
the music and the element of music is greatly influential when it comes to cinema and when it comes to storytelling. So I listen to audiobooks even when they have like musical backdrops. And I think they enhance the experience so much so that I can listen to them for hours. And for a moving image, this enhances the experience much like so that it makes it even like better. And Jay Z, I think, is like undisputed genius. And Peter Benza is somebody who I think is a great candidate for actually scoring original music for the great movie that we are hoping to make.
Budapest, it has a particular character, and much of the film takes place there. What made you choose Budapest over other European cities? You can pick any other European city for a movie.
That's right. So I was born and raised in Budapest, so I was kind of biased towards picking Budapest. Also, in the plot, there's a university student, a researcher who makes a breakthrough in the medical sphere, and she says she could have gone to this or that other university, but she has come here because this place allowed her to go forward with her research. So I think this is a place that enables people to be creative, and I love the atmosphere of the city, and I love the creativity around it.
The Future Vision X Prize is looking for stories that imagine what will be the next technology, but also how we live with technology. What does Shieldmaker say about the future of medicine?
Yes, I think the question of the future of medicine revolves around whether we allow ourselves to go into it or stay guarded by some sort of experiences. And I think the great philosopher Steve Fuller puts these two notions very vividly forward. That he says that there's proactionary force, a force that makes you move forward, and there's precautionary, a cautious force that makes you want to, surround yourself with guardrails. And these two are like opposing forces to one another, and yet with the right balance of the two, we can make novel research and novel discoveries happen. And I think that's the way forward, to realize what the you know talk is about, and then make that talk into actionable research.
Who are the people or organizations you would love to work with and would love to reach to and team up with?
Yes, I would love to reach out to, if we went to the undisputed genius, Jay-Z, because I think it's time we celebrate him. I would love to reach out to Nick Jonas because he himself has a health condition, and I believe he could be a great producer or executive producer in this role. I would love to reach out to people who relate to this project. I would love to reach out to organizations who want to make stand for something that they believe can be entertaining and meaningful.
Thank you very much, Patrick. What do you want to say for your future viewers?
Yes, thank you so much for taking this opportunity with me. We have officially enrolled ourselves into the competition of the X Prize Foundation. Thank you, Peter Diamandis. Thank you, everybody, for letting us build this and become part of this. And this is a great, great journey. Thank you.
See you in Los Angeles.
Let's go.